took a detour and went down to visit some family. And so yeah, I've been trekking around a little bit for pleasure, a little bit for work. So
Dude, I've been seeing you. I was like, dude, from like our college days to like how much you've like improved within the company. I was like, dude, like the work it's there.
yeah, it's wild when you look at the whole group and see where we were and see where we are now, and it's exciting to see where we're gonna go and to keep the group together. And
you said you're moving to Philadelphia, right?
Yes. So Philadelphia is the next stop on my tour. And I'll be living in Philadelphia and I'll be working in Swedesboro, New Jersey. Mm-hmm. So hopefully I'll be making that commute every day and try to get that city living out the way and see how the East Coast living is done.
Dude, well, I mean, I'm definitely gonna visit you up there. It gives me a good excuse. Dude, but I was talking to Cole yesterday because he was like, yo, I'm about to be Patrick on the show. And he was like, dude, we need to get a podcast with like Cole, Patrick, and Samir, like all in one like space. I was like, yes, let's make that happen.
Even aside of the podcast, it'd be good to get all of us together. So putting it on a podcast setting would be it'd be a great time to look back.
Dude, what's Samir been up to these days?
Man, he's working for I forget the company, but he's working for a company that does transportation and delivery of fuels, diesel and gasoline, things like that. So he's working now. He's still here in Katy.
Dude, yeah, because I heard he wasn't working for a while, and then that's what Zigga told me. So I was like, I don't know what to believe.
Yeah, no, he wasn't working for a while, and he was chilling pretty nicely there for a good bit. But no, he's working again and working hard. Actually, I was talking to him yesterday, and I mean, I don't see him as often as I used to. So, yeah.
I mean, hopefully one of these days we can all get together. I know Cole's about to finish school as well, and then he's coming back, and then
yeah, it's his last semester, I think, right?
Last semester, I think December is that's where his mom's gonna stop paying that college tuition. I know they bought a new Porsche. Like her mom got like a little retirement car.
I saw something. Yeah,
it's like an SUV style Porsche.
Okay,
and
like a Cayenne or something.
Yeah, and we rode it last time, like in sweet ride. Which was that you had to go visit them one of these days.
Yeah, no, I saw him 2 or 3 weeks ago more than that, when my cousins were in town.
Yeah,
I went down to go visit him, and I met Pavan.
Yeah, Pavan.
Yeah, and then we went to one of the swimming holes down there. So I have seen him, but it was just for like a day.
Dude, usually it's all I get one of these days, like 1-2 days. But usually I'm always like, okay, I'll go visit.
Make a point of it.
We ride the canoe, which last time like ended terribly. Have you done the canoe with them, like down the river to the?
Yeah, I think wasn't I with you last time we did that?
Yeah.
When his friends from California came in, like
I think so. We usually go to the edge, past the bridge. There's like a little, what's that thing called?
There's like a dam.
Yeah, a dam,
right?
A dam. So this time, like the water was higher, so we were like, yo, why don't we just like cross over, right? Like, and there's a video on YouTube as well. And I was like, yeah, we've never thought about just crossing over. Usually at the dam, we always go back. And then there was like a little stream current going down, and like the adrenaline just kind of kicked in. And we got the boat, threw it to the other side. We were there for a little bit, and then we saw the little current going down. So we kind of rode it. It was all bumpy rocks for the most part. It wasn't even like a straight like going down. Yeah. And then at that point, we're like, oh, well, let's just continue going for a little bit. And then we continued. And I mean, the water was really low. Like most of the time, like Cole had to be outside. We were hitting rocks. But then there was a little bit of patches where it was just like straight cruising. And then it's like an hour, 2 hours, and we're like, dude, there's no way we can go back home. Like the stream's going downhill. Like the only way to go back home is we had to carry this canoe all the way back. So we're like, the only way to go back home now is to ride it all the way to Pedernales Falls, which was like a 5 to 10 miles still like trail of like river. And then the worst part was there was like thunderstorms ahead, and it was already like 7 p.m. So we were like, we just gotta go for it.
Yeah,
well, that was the initial plan, and then we were like, we saw an intersection on the maps. We're like, yo, we can hit up Cole's mom and meet her up there because there's no way we're gonna make it. And then with thunderstorms, it's just gonna be terrible. So then we're going, and then we hit these like rapids, and they were like pretty fun rapids. The first ones, we rode them kind of clean, and we were like all pumped. Had the cell phones, we were like recording everything, and then we see another rapids coming down. And these were a little more sketchy because there was like a little bush like right over them. So then I get the phone, of course, because we're like trying to vlog this, make a video of it, and then we We hit them. We start going fast and fast. Before you know it, like we hit one of the branches. We flip the canoe. All the phones are in the boat, right? And then everyone, Cole's like, dude, where's my phone? Pavin's like, where's my phone? I didn't even bring my phone because I was like, it's this one. It's gonna get wild.
Yeah.
It would have been destroyed.
Yeah.
And everyone was like freaking out. The whole boat was behind us, literally like pushing us down. Rocks. None of us had shoes on, so rocks were like destroying our feet. And then luckily, like I saw in the canoe that both phones were there. So like I picked them up. And then Cole, because he had the life jacket, so his dad would have gotten pissed off if he lost the life jacket. So.
I don't think we didn't have life jackets.
No.
So it was just by chance.
So this time, I think I guess they were kind of being assholes about it, like the police there that if they don't see at least jackets in the canoe, like they'll give you a ticket. So, but yeah, so he, of course, the flip, the canoe, the water took the canoe, the canoes, the
life
jackets, and then the paddle, like. It just like disappeared, and we were literally like stuck out there, like. And Cole had to go swim, and me and Pavin were trying to get the boat, and Pavin just wanted to leave the boat, and I was like, dude, this is our only way out here. We can't just leave this like canoe here. So somehow, some way, found a way to take all the water that was in there out of it, or at least half of it. And then we
just like hand puddling it.
I just kind of like tried to flipping it, but the problem is when you flip it, like more water comes in. Yeah. So like I just did enough where like we could both get in there and just kind of float away. And then we got to the shore there, and I literally just dumped it out, found like a stick or something, and we just like or a branch, and we literally just like paddling, and then we finally cut up to Cole. And we were like still optimistic, like okay, we can still pull this off with this kind of contraption.
But Cole swam ahead, or he swam back?
He swam ahead to get the life jackets. So he was already up there. So we took the canoe, kind of just paddled our way up there. It took longer than we should have, but it was like a branch. So then we met him up, and we continued for a little bit, and then we just saw that it was like literally at this point it was like 8 p.m. Like there was almost no light.
Yeah.
And what's it called? Thunderstorms. Like you could literally hear them already. So we kind of pulled up to a house. This was like middle of nowhere. Like I had no idea where we were. We pulled up. Luckily, Pavin's phone had died already. Cole had like 18%.
But they were still working.
But
they were wet.
But
I think Cole has an X, right?
Yeah, he has the X. So luckily he has the X. So it was still working. And we were on the maps, and we were like, okay, let's try to go back to the road we were initially going to go to, and then meet up Cole's mom there.
So you had already passed that?
So we had already passed it. Or at least on the map, it said, like, if you follow the river, like, you'll hit that point.
Right.
So what's it called? So then we had no option but to go dock the canoe in this random person's property, which everything's private property over there. Mm-hmm. And then we go in up his like kind of ranch, and literally we're in the woods at this point, and there's like stickers, rocks all over the floor, right? And
all barefoot.
And it's like at this point it's like 8:30, like it's the last glimpse of light. So we're trying to follow down the river. And dude, this is when I realized how hard it is to like maneuver your way through like the forest or any like big amount of trees. Like we did a massive circle around the trees and we got nowhere. So at that point, like the light was already pretty much gone. We had to get the lights on the phone, and we were like, the only option is to go up the trail into like the house at this point. And then we're going nothing but rocks again. So it was super painful. It was at least a mile up.
Damn.
And then Cole was like, yeah, dude, I mean, I'm kind of concerned because some of these owners have like these dogs up here that they just kind of guard the whole property, and they're going to kill you.
Yeah, it's Texas.
Yeah, they're not going to just bark at you. They're coming to kill you.
The dogs even.
Yeah, the dogs.
Okay.
Because they're more like, they're just trained to like anyone, probably kill wolves, you know, or coyotes or something like that. So like, I was like, damn it, dude, this is what happened. And then, so luckily we still had signal, and Cole's mom was going to meet us up there at some random ass street. Really.
So you had already called her, and
yeah, we had called her.
Everything.
So we're going.
She was probably freaking out.
No, dude, she was freaking out.
Yeah, well,
she was like, you dumbass. You know, Cole's
yeah,
mom.
Yeah.
And then, so finally we get up to like the entrance of the house, or where the gate's at, and we can see a car, and then we're like, I don't know if it's Cole's mom or not. And then we called her, she blinked, it was her. And then so we get up there, and then the final to get to her, there was like, because I guess it was kind of gated but fenced up, and there was like a massive, like, I think it was like 50 yards of like nothing but rock and like stickers and thorns and like everything. Like we had to get through that
because it's like really dry.
It was really dry.
Yeah,
it was really dry. And then we were like, we got no options. So then we had to jump over the wired fence, cross all that, and then finally we were in the car. Yeah. And that point was like 10-ish, 11 p.m. Yeah, we were like, dude.
And then, but you still had to get the canoe.
Well, at that point, we're like, we didn't got the canoe.
You just left it?
We just left it. We were like, dude. So it's either still there, or the owners threw it away, or I mean.
But Cole doesn't have the same canoe anymore.
No, the canoe's gone unless he retrieved it, but I doubt it.
Because that was the one last time we used it. There was a hole in the bottom.
Yeah. I mean, it was leaking here and there, but like it wasn't that bad. Yeah. Like, so I don't know if he fixed it or not, but yeah, the canoe is gone.
Damn. Well, there it goes, man.
Dude,
that was a lot of good times in that canoe.
Should I get closer?
Yep.
Dude, yeah, a lot of good times in the canoe, but the canoe is not there no more. And we need to get a new one or something because it blows.
Man, his dad must have been pissed.
Dude, you know how his dad just kind of has his like trailer?
Yeah.
I don't think we saw him after that, like when we got back. But it was funny though, because it was like, what's it called? Like when you do crap like that, it could have easily gone really bad.
Yeah.
Like really bad. Like thunderstorms and like
no phones, no way of contact, no shoes.
No shoes. That's like we survived, and that's why it's kind of fun. You're like, oh, we should do it again. Yeah. But like no, like I can see how people like easily just get like lost and stuff like that, doing crap like that.
Especially out there.
Yeah.
Where if you take a wrong turn, there's nothing.
Yeah,
there's nothing for miles,
dude. Like, because usually the dam is as far as we go. Past that, like literally, it looks like you're like in the jungle. Like there's just nothing but like the river and these properties, but they're just filled up with trees. Kind of like his backyard, except his dad kind of keeps it nicely cut and everything. Yeah. Nah, over there is just straight, just like bush and trees, and it just looks like you're going down the Amazon or something. Like, man, it's insane.
Yeah, but you made it out.
We made it out. So, but dude, I actually from that little thing we did, I was telling them, I was like, dude, we need to get like a trip with like all the guys where we actually go down to like Costa Rica or somewhere, and like we go whitewater rafting and do some crap like that. Cause dude, this shit's fun.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would have been awesome, dude. So like next time we all get together, like
it's coordinating between the group, man. That's why I'm excited for Cole to graduate, and then because then we'll all be graduated.
Yeah,
and our schedules, we can coordinate our schedules a little bit better. Mm-hmm. Cole's kind of a little bit of the outlier in that. So
I mean, he should be done soon.
Yeah, he'll be done. Like I said, it is the last semester. I don't know if it's in December when he finishes, and I know he was telling me that he thinks he'll be ending up in Austin.
So yeah, I think what happens is he's gonna finish technically in December, but I think by October he's gonna move already to Austin, and like the last bit of portion of his like degree,
like practical,
it's like a actual practical like, and I think it's in Austin,
working
or something like that. I was like, dude, you got like the best city ever.
Yeah, because I was. Well, not worried, but like I was kind of thinking, because at one point he was thinking he was gonna stay in California.
Yeah, or Dallas. I think Dallas was
Dallas was the other one as well.
Which I mean, I don't mind Dallas, but like I don't know if I'd be up in Dallas. To be honest.
Austin is I think Austin is a better fit for him. California would be a great fit for him as well, but obviously it's farther away from where most of us are based, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, what's it called? Like I was talking about it with the last podcast. Like a lot of people are moving to Austin. Like a lot of the Silicon Valley people, like are moving all their companies. Tech is like Austin's becoming like the tech little place here in Texas.
And a lot of the local people aren't too happy about it.
Oh, really?
Because for the Californians, right? Austin is like super cheap.
It's super cheap, super perfect
compared to California, and it has the same kind of vibe, right?
Yeah.
And I think some of the local Austinites are not too fond of that drastic influx of people coming in, because they're inflating everything.
I mean, yeah, everything's gonna be a lot more. I literally, if I had the money right now, I'd invest in some like real estate, like
in Austin.
Yeah. Like that would be like the ideal place, because everyone's moving. It's a lot cheaper. I mean, it is gonna bring a lot more work, I guess, but you kind of have to be in the tech kind of business to kind of get work as well. Yeah. At least some of it. I mean, you can always do sales and stuff like that.
Yeah. That tech is definitely the industry over there. But compared to California, it is a lot cheaper. Compared to Houston, I think it's significantly more expensive.
Well, Austin's more expensive than Houston.
Yeah.
I've actually been like doing some real estate videos for some like a real estate company, and one of the videos like he mentioned like Austin is a lot cheaper, a lot more expensive than Houston. But I mean, there's a lot of perks of living in Austin.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely pay for what you get. You get a lot when you're over there.
You do get a lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a 2-hour ride. If I can save a couple $1,000s a year.
Yeah, fair enough.
But but I think me moving forward, because I've been kind of in between, like, I love living in California, but it's way too expensive. And then Austin just gives me like everything, and I can still come back home and stuff like that. So if I have the option, I'd love to like move to Austin. The
only thing that I can think about with Austin is for living and everything, it's got pretty much everything. You've got the food, you've got the music, it's the capital city.
You have an airport too.
You have the airport, but that's what I was going to say is that the only thing is that the major airport, I don't think it has the same reach as Houston does. Because Houston's the United hub.
Yeah. Houston's like, I want to say top 10 like airports.
For sure. I mean, Houston, you got Houston, LA, and then the Newark and LaGuardia.
Dude, well, I mean, I know flights are a lot cheaper from Austin though.
Yeah? Yeah. Well, because what are the airlines that fly out of Austin?
I mean, it's mostly like the Southwest is, the Spirits.
But those still go international.
Yeah, I think so.
Because you got to look at the routes, right? So Houston is a hub for United, which reaches everywhere. But they are also the most expensive one.
Yeah.
So it's a balance. I mean,
usually, so me, like if I'm doing international traveling, it's always United.
Yeah.
Like it's always United. I mean, my recent Euro trip, I took WOW Airlines, which is the equivalent of like Spirit Airlines here.
Wild?
Wow. So it's like an Icelandic airline.
What was the experience?
I mean, the only thing that sucks is it's like Spirit, right? So like nothing, it doesn't come with food. It doesn't come with anything. You have to purchase that all there.
Baggage,
but everything's extra, right?
Yeah.
The pros is you get what you pay for. So like it's cheap. And I think, so the thing was, it was my sister's 15th birthday. So instead of a quinceañera, she wanted a Europe trip.
Yeah.
But her birthday's in December.
You went to Spain, right?
No, we went to Amsterdam, Paris, Belgium, and London.
Okay.
So,
wow. I mean, you hit them all. You hit the big ones for sure.
We hit the big ones.
That was a good trip.
That was a good trip. Like, it literally took me like weeks of like trying to find like budget airline, trying to find the perfect dude. Because during the New Year's is like expensive.
That's right. Because you arrived like the 7th of January or something like that, because that was when I went to do the rock crush.
Because we were still kind of trying to figure out when this would be, and then my mom we had to book it, and I think the day it was cheaper was coming back that day. Because or else it would have been like an extra $2,000-$3,000.
Oh, really?
It was that expensive, like because we left right after Christmas. I mean, luckily I got them pretty cheap for 3 people. I think it was like 3-ish, 4K, like for all of us.
For 3 people? For all the flights?
Yeah, for all of us round trip.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
but did you research and link the flights all by yourself, or did you use like a Travelocity or something that helped you link cheap flights?
No, I did myself. Usually, I'm always just kind of like scouting to see. I'm sure if I used like a computer or something like some search optimization, I would have been a lot faster. But what I did was like I searched up from here to London, from here to Paris, from here to Amsterdam, from here to Belgium, and just figured out which one would be like the cheapest to land
combination.
Because then once you land, like you can train, bus.
Yeah. You just need to get over there first.
Yeah, and Amsterdam was the cheapest to land.
Big airport.
Yeah, cheapest to land. And then the only thing was like, I've only been to London, and I've only been to like city. I mean, they all speak English, but like I've never been there, so it was just kind of like, all right, I'm in Amsterdam. Like, okay, how do I get the tickets? How do I get into the city? Like, so figuring all that out was stressful at points, just because like I was my mom and sister, and I felt like, okay, I have to, like, I want them to enjoy it.
Yeah,
and I want to be like the responsible one here. So, but besides that, I mean, it was a blast.
What do you think about the Amsterdam airport?
Dude, it's nice. I didn't get to explore it too much. Yeah, but I mean, no issues. Like, I loved it.
I like how you have the airport and the train station.
Oh, that was
right there.
Yeah,
so you get out of the airport. Hold on, how you first of all, immigration is not in one building, right? So you land and you get out of your terminal and you have however many terminals, however many gates at each terminal.
Yeah.
And then each of the different wings filter into a separate immigration room.
Yeah.
So you have like 5 or 6 lines of one immigration room. And I thought that was the whole immigration for the whole airport, which I was wrong.
Yeah.
And you're in and out of immigration in like 5 minutes for me.
Okay. So I'm not kind of confused because I didn't see that part, but that's because so Wild Airlines it lays over in Iceland first and Reykjavik.
Okay.
So I did all my like
European
entrance in Reykjavik.
Yeah, okay,
which that was stressful in itself because our flight, we had to connect right there, right?
Okay.
Our flight landed 40 minutes before our next flight had to leave, right? And then the worst part is we had to get off off the airplane, go inside the offices, all that stuff, check in with customs.
Yeah, do customs.
And then get into another plane.
Yeah.
We were like in line, like still in customs line. It was like 10 minutes and like the plane was supposedly like, they were about to
boarding,
whatever. And we were like, dude, this is fucking stressful as fuck.
But you made it.
I made
and
it.
your bags made it.
Well, we had carry-ons because I didn't want to avoid like having
You
an
wanted to
issue like
avoid-
that.
yeah.
So I was like, look, I think we can all carry on. We're all staying in Airbnbs, so we can just wash clothes. Like, there shouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
And then I hate traveling with like massive luggage.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where I did customs. That's why I was like, I kind of just went in through Amsterdam already.
Okay.
But yeah, dude, it's awesome.
It was a nice airport.
Like
when I went out, I got out, did customs, got my bags, and then as soon as you grab your bag, you go outside, and it looks like a train station. And then you keep walking, and there's this huge open room, and then from there you can either get out into the city right there, or go downstairs, take the train to Amsterdam Central Station, and that's what I did because I had a 7-hour layover.
Yeah.
So I just wandered the city for like 4 or 5 hours and then got back onto my flight to then make a connection.
Literally all you need to do once you're in Central, the station, like it's all right there.
It's all right there.
Like if you want to dabble in to take a little left, you hit the red light district.
Yeah. I mean, and you're exactly right about that, because I remember, because I was in a tube for the plane.
Yeah.
Then I got into this like large space to go from the airport to the train station. Then I got into another small little tube for the train, and I get into we arrive at Amsterdam Central. I walk out and boom, there's just this, you just walk outside and the view was amazing.
It's so badass because like you've traveled so long already. And then you get out and you're like, it's like the perfect image of like what Europe should be.
Yes.
Like architecture.
Yes, exactly
you're
right.
like, we're in Europe.
Yes.
Like you get that feeling.
That was exactly the feeling that I got. And you got the canals there, the boats. I mean, and just the smells of the food.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, it was.
Dude,
that was an experience.
Amsterdam's one of my favorite cities. We were there.
I was saying when I was there, I gave Samir a call because I think that's one of the things that Amsterdam's famous for is having like Wi-Fi readily available.
Oh really?
That's what he was.
Actually, I don't know if I checked that.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm not sure if it automatically connected, but anyway, I gave Samir a Wi-Fi call, and just talking to him, I was like, dude, we need to get everyone here and just check out Amsterdam,
dude.
Like
we do. Like we can get I mean, you're half almost there, living at the new place.
Yeah. For me, it would be. I mean, but you can get direct flight from Houston as well. Anyway, but I think that would be fantastic,
dude. We'll make it happen.
We got to do it.
Because Amsterdam, by far, was one of my favorite cities in Europe. Like, and then it just felt like so like I've never felt like scared to just travel like 2-3 in the morning, just down the little trains or anything like that. Everything felt like so chill.
Yeah, I felt really safe. I have to say the same thing. And when so on my way, so I stopped in Amsterdam on my way in and out of Europe.
Yeah.
I spent like half a day each time, but I went out to the red light district the last night just to check it out and get a feel for it. I have to say, I felt safer at 3 a.m. out on the red light district than I did at like midnight on Bourbon Street.
Yeah.
In French Quarter.
Bourbon Street.
Like, I felt way safer. And I thought that was very interesting because I thought I was going to feel like I would have to be more watchful of my surroundings, but no, I was perfectly comfortable.
It's so crazy because like everyone's out about like the red light district, that whole like side of town. Like even at nighttime, you would feel like, oh, maybe you run into people you don't want to run to, but like no, it's like just as live as like during the day. There's tons and tons of people just like walking
from
around.
everywhere,
From
all the different languages. Man, it
reminded me a little bit of London too, like Piccadilly Circus. Like everyone's just so many people from everywhere just walking around. I mean, most of Europe, like people are just walking around everywhere. Like, at least the main touristic parts.
Yeah, no, it was really good.
But yeah, we'll get it too. But dude, that was a long little combo catching up.
Yeah,
together.
that was it. Yeah.
But this is the part of the show where like people can get to know you, and you can tell them about like what you do, a little backstory, your background, history, whatever you want to tell them, just so people get to know Patrick.
All right, a little bit of Patrick. Yeah, so, and you already know. So my mother's Colombian, my father's Swiss. So they met through the oil and natural gas. So naturally, we moved around a bunch. Just once, as soon as they met, they got married, and they had me and my brother that was in Colombia. We moved around from country to country every 4 years until we ended up in the United States. At which point I was in, the first year that I was in the United States was 2011.
Yeah.
No, 2001, sorry.
2001.
Yeah, so the first year that I was in the United States living here, September 11th happened.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah. So I only really know post September 11th, U.S.
Got you.
So that's for me like a marking point to know how long I've been here, and that was 4th grade. So I spent 4 years in New Orleans at that point, and then we moved over to Houston. And I did high school here. I did the end of junior high and high school here, and then I started applying to universities. Just as you did, I ended up at A&M. We met. I was there 5 years.
Was that your first option, A&M? Or?
Well, yeah. So I didn't have like a tie from one university to another. All I knew is that I wanted to do engineering, and I heard many great things about A&M and UT.
Gotcha.
That, a lot of companies hired straight out of A&M and UT. For me, the rivalry or the family ties or like the loyalty that a lot of people have here, specifically in Texas, for one university to another, I didn't really have that. But when I went to go visit A&M, and I saw all the green, and I saw how friendly people were, and I saw kind of the family atmosphere, the unit. Everyone, I felt like people really were a unit. People were really friendly and open and welcome to strangers in the sense of people from different backgrounds and areas. That really resonated with me. So A&M did become my first choice. I ended up it was my first choice in state. My first choice out of state was like School of Mines.
Okay.
And I got in as well there, but
where's that one at?
That was
I think I've heard of it.
Yeah, but that's in Golden.
Okay.
Colorado.
Okay.
So it's not too far from Boulder. It's not too far from Denver. But I just wanted to stay in Texas.
I mean, you get those in-state tuition rates as well.
Yeah, it was the in-state tuition rates, and a big draw over there was to be close to the mountains.
I mean, Colorado's beautiful too.
Yeah, but also I highly valued the ability to be able to come home for the weekend and just resupply and just take a break, which ended up really paying off when I was up there at university.
I mean, it surely does.
To just take a break and just disconnect. So I'm really glad I did that. But anyway, so I went to A&M. After about 2 years, I was able to get into engineering, and I did my engineering school over there. And yeah, definitely feel like it was the right choice. And, of course, the job hunt started. And I really got to see like the strength of the A&M community and how people that go to A&M look for other people that went to A&M. I mean, that it was...